Howdy folks, my name's Casey and today we're going to do a bit of surviving. If you're a good outdoorsman, when you go out on the trail and you're planning on a day hike, you always have some stuff in your pack for the just in case moments. And today we're going to test those out. So right now the temperature is in the low 50s, 52 degrees, but it's supposed to get down into the 20s. But what I want to find out is if what's in my little backpack is enough to keep me alive in sub-freezing temperatures. So let me paint the scenario for you. So let's say everything's going great. It's a beautiful day. Life can't be any better than this. You're caught in the moment, and then all of a sudden you realize you're lost. Where's the power button? So let's say you stepped off trail to use the restroom, or you just got lost. You just find yourself not on the trail anymore. You know the sun's setting. We only have a couple hours left, and you know the temperature's supposed to get cold tonight. Man, I hope everything in this pack is enough to keep me alive. We're about to find out. I did a pretty fun video last year, this one right here, and I tested out my hyperthermia kit for the Everglades Challenge. So I got submerged in cold weather, let my core temperature come down until I started shaking, and then opened up the hyperthermia kit and recovered. Great video, good test of my equipment. What I haven't done is tested my overnight survival stuff to make sure that it would actually keep me alive overnight. So that's what today is all about. Okay, now the first thing that I want to make sure that I don't do is work up a sweat, because being wet and being cold is going to be a real nightmare. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and take off this jacket. I'm already getting a little bit overheated here. All right, although I'm not far from my car, I'm less than a half mile from there. Just to be safe, I mean, I really gotta treat this like a real scenario here, or I'm gonna be in trouble. All right, so as I'm walking around out here, I'm looking for things that I could use. So we have this right here, which I could even build a shelter underneath it. I'd have good structure up on top, and I could brace off it. I actually really like this idea of using this right here. All right, keep looking, but this is an option. Ooh, as I'm coming around, I kind of like this log that's already on the ground. I think I can build something on the far side. Get over, see if I can get over there. Oh yeah, I actually like this a lot. Let's see, are these roots? Yeah. Okay, maybe I don't like it as much just because of the root structure. Yeah, I do like the log on the ground because I could use that as the backdrop and just build my shelter off of that. So, yeah, maybe. All right, so for shelter space, this is what I'm going to use here. So this tree fell, and I can use the root as the foot of it, and I can clear all this out and use some of these other branches to get the roof structure going. But yeah, so this will be where I'll lay right here. That cleared all up. Again, I gotta be careful. Get too hot here. You can see the area's cleared out pretty good. Now I'll show you what I have in my pack to make shelter. Well, I guess I'll go through everything that's in this pack. It's not a whole lot here. I do have my lantern, with a fuel canister for it. So that way I have some light and I have some heat while I'm in there. Have a little pot just to make some coffee in the morning. Not really part of the experiment, but so I do have my little pillow in here, and I also have a little sleeping bag in here. This is only rated for 50 degrees, and if you know sleeping bags, whatever their rating is, that's what it'll keep you alive at, not what it'll keep you comfortable at. So you can see rated for 50. So it's really more of just like a sheet that's in there. I have a temp gun so we can see the temp. What am I running? All right, 74. That's good, I guess. All right. So I have what everybody has in their survival pack, right? Space blankets. So I carry two. I like to have one for the bottom, one for the top. But for this trip specifically, I threw in, this is just a small ground sheet for a tent. The problem with the cold temperature and sleeping on the ground without a thermal pad is that the ground is just going to suck all my body heat really fast, and I am going to get hyperthermic if I'm just laying there not moving. It's not going to take much at all for me to get hyperthermic. So what I'm going to do, I'm talking about getting hyperthermic while I'm sweating. So what I'm going to do is lay down one of these, the mylar sheets, and once I have that down, I'm going to put a bunch of leaves on top of that for insulation, and then take the ground tarp and put that on top of it, and then I'll use the other one as a top cover. So this is my sleeping shelter. So with the impending forecast of 28 degrees, let's go ahead and get lots of insulation laid down here. But first, lay down the mylar. So these are really thin. You can rip them. Just got to be careful with it. All right, so that's where I'll be. Lots of insulation. Lots. So I tried gathering what was around here. There's so many little sticks, and that's not good. But I do know where there's a bunch of pine trees. So I'm gonna take my jacket and go fill it full of pine needles and do a couple trips. They're kind of far away, but I think I can do this. Check this out, I found the perfect rake. It's the bundle pretty easy now. All right, it's like a scarecrow. All right, first load's loaded. I'm sweating though, this is not good. Gotta control myself. But yeah, I think two jacket loads is gonna do me. Yeah, see, that's already looking pretty good. So one more load of pine needles, and then we're going to frame this up and give a little structure here. Something that we can put the candle in and warm up. Look, the sunlight's hitting the banana spider just right. Hey, little guy. Alright, so I have the second bundle of pine needles. So I'm going to lay these down, and then we're going to cover it all up. Keep all the sticks out of there as much as possible. Try and get it as evenly spread out here as possible too. Alright, so next I'm going to lay this tarp over it. This is just the ground cloth for the tent. Alright, so that's what I'm going to sleep on. Now I just need something to cover it. Alright, so I found this nice forked branch. And I'm gonna take some 550 cord and just lash it right here, and then see if I can find another one to come this way. And then I could lay branches across and make my roof right here. All right, so it doesn't look like much, I know, but we don't need a lot. We just need to be able to hold up the mylar and then another coat of like bramble just to make a little bit more insulation here. All right. I'm running out of daylight and I'm running out of options. So I was thinking, what can I do? So like down in South Florida, there's palms everywhere. So like palm fronds would be awesome. I'll just be able to make a shell with that real easy. Yeah, and if there's more pines around here, I'd be able to get a lot more pine needles. So what I've been doing is just kind of acting like a beaver and getting every stick I can find to make this structure. But it's still, you know, it's pretty good. I just get a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So each time I throw a bundle on there, it gets a little thicker. I'm going to build a little fire right here, right by the entrance, so heat will go in there. Not a big one. I'm going to clear all this out, but just a little tiny fire. Let's say I was hiking and I got myself lost and I had to rely on this stuff. I better know that I'm lost and know that I'm staying put pretty early, because it's been 2.5 hours now and I barely got something. So, whew. All right, still doing it though, still sticking with it. I think we'll be all right. All right, now this little 50-degree bag, it's not going to give us much of anything here. That's where I'm sleeping in 29-degree weather. All right. The things I do to myself. All right. All right, so I already went ahead and lit the lantern because it's going to get dark soon. But I'm already starting little piles, and this is about the size that I'm going to be burning tonight. So just a little bit bigger than thumb thickness. So it'll be a little fire that I have to feed a lot, but just to make this pile massive and then get the fire started. Yeah, plenty of firewood around. Not worried about running out or having to go very far to get more. But I am getting hungry. I have an MRE. I don't know what flavor, but I think I'm going to eat the MRE and then I'll get the fire going. We've got enough wood to burn for a couple hours probably. So that'll get us started. But I'm hungry. Let's eat. Raviolis. That'll work. Oh, it is a good day when there's a Tabasco sauce in there. Every MRE used to have a little bottle of Tabasco in it. And when I was deployed and when we would do our training, they all had the Tabasco. So it's just part of the flavor of an MRE to me. And without the Tabasco, it's just missing. These fruit bars, it looks like pemmican. Probably about the same consistency there. Oh yeah. Delicious. I was looking for fat wood. I was looking for a dead pine. And this might be, I'll show you where I got it from. Oh yeah, it's lighting really fast. Oh yeah, that's probably fat wood the way it's going up. So that's good. I just need to get this lit. All right, why don't you put the camera down? That was funny. I didn't have anywhere to put the camera. All right, so let's just see if I can get these little sticks started here. Yeah, see, that's a good fire to sit next to. Oh, yeah. And my dinner feels nice and warm, too. That feels good. Yeah, these chemical heaters in these MREs, that's like, it's too hot to touch. I wonder how long that'll last if I can throw that inside my sleeping bag. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I usually have big fires so I don't have to mess with them too much. This one's going to take a lot of work, but I think it'll be better to have a small fire than a big fire. The hurricanes that came through here blew a lot of trees down, which makes me nervous having a fire that's too big. Afraid that I can get out of control pretty quick. So this I can monitor it. Nice and warm. Tabasco. Whoops, I let that fire get a little too big. Yeah, I wasn't planning on a 3-foot tall fire, but there's definitely heat going inside my sleeping area. But that will give a nice bed of coals, so that's good. Okay, well, this fire's going. It's definitely moving some heat in here, which is good. And I think I'm going to sleep pretty cozy. I say that when it's still 50 degrees out here. I don't know if you can see the sunset out there, but it's got some cool orange colors. I'm going to hike out there, and there's a little clearing I can get to, and then there's a farmer's field. Head out that way. Finding my way back shouldn't be too difficult just because there's a fire, but I do run the risk of going out here and not finding my way back because this is so overgrown. And these vines are crazy. You can't see, let me turn the light on. So these vines are just everywhere, crisscrossed. You get caught on your ankles. All right, cruising now. You can kind of see where I'm going. Again, I just hope I can make it back through the dark here. Just want to see that sunset for a brief moment. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the farmer's field. Look how light it is. That's crazy. Oh yeah, and there's the beautiful sunset. Alright, well I need to hustle back because my brother-in-law is supposed to be coming down to say hi. So I'm going to actually use my light now. As I'm stumbling through the woods, I could see the fire from a pretty good ways away. I just had to find a good path to it. Still looking good. That light's bright. Let's see if I can get used to it. So that was pretty nice. My brother-in-law and my sister came up and hung out for a couple hours. It's actually about 8:30 right now. So I ran through the majority of the firewood that I had, and we had to go pick some more. I got enough for maybe an hour or 2 hours. I don't have a lot of firewood, so I'm gonna have to restock that. But I did check temperature just now. I'll show you. 36 it says. So yeah, so it's getting colder. I'm still just wearing the t-shirt. I haven't put the jacket on yet, or my beanie, so I have a lot of protection layers that I can put on still. And right inside where my sleeping area is registering at 76 right now. Yeah, so the fire is definitely getting in there and reflecting off the mylar, and my chest area, like where my pillow is registering in the 70s. So right now, that's pretty good. Temperature's still dropping, but I should be able to sleep okay tonight, as long as I can keep this fire going. So as the night moves on, what I'm going to do is take the wood and put it right outside where my tent is, so I can stoke the fire without getting out of the sleeping bag.
and that way I can keep just a little bit of heat. But hopefully I can keep this going well enough that, you know, I'm comfortable enough to actually sleep. But I know my sleep pattern is going to be an hour, 2 hours, and then awake, stoke the fire, and then sleep for an hour, 2 hours. But I'm ready. I'm comfortable as of right now. So I think it'll be an okay night. Just busy. Well, I'm going to go gather wood, build up a pile, and then try and get comfortable. It's 8:30. Try and go to sleep here about an hour or so. All right, so instead of sawing through these, which would take like a ton of effort, all I'm doing is making quick, sharp chops right on the base of this tree and snapping them, and they make their own little pile down here. So watch. Broke twice. So just by striking that, I got 3 pieces. And then here's a much larger log. Let's see if I can do it without hitting the camera here. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. All right. So yeah, nice swift chops. And make a nice little pile of wood. Ta-da! Yeah, you want to hit low on the tree, and even better is if you have a forked tree. So like 2 branches, there's one right over there, but this one right here, it's forked, but it's too small. But you'd stick it in there and just snap it. All right, so this is where I'm sleeping right here, my little lantern, and that's the wood pile. Then that's the fire. So everything's pretty close proximity here. I am going to build another wood pile about that size over here because it's still, you know, relatively early. So I want some wood to burn until, you know, probably about midnight, and then that pile will be my I'm waking up freezing cold, time to restoke pile. Yeah, with the chopping of the wood, I want to make sure again that I'm not sweating, so I'm pacing myself. Definitely, like, it's so late in the evening, if I sweat now, I'm in serious trouble. So no sweating, that's rule number 1, and get enough wood to last for many hours. So yeah, it's already in the 30s. I can feel it, but I'm still in the t-shirt. I haven't put on my jacket, so doing pretty good. You see that? It's 9:30. I am ready to climb into my sleeping bag. I put my jacket on and my beanie because the temperature is dropping. The fire's pretty good. My wood pile's pretty good. I'm ready to climb in there and just see how comfortable that is. Yeah, we'll see. All right. All right, well, there's the fire. It seems really close, but it's putting out really good heat, so that's nice. Yeah, I made it in. Now check this out too. Like my breath, you could really see it out there. You can't really see it in here. So I'm in my little hole. I feel really comfortable, actually. The pine needles have created a very soft bed, so I don't have any like pressure points on my hips or anything. Yeah, I actually feel really good right now. So we'll see how well I sleep. Once that fire goes out, I'm sure I'll start getting really cold, and that's going to wake me up. I do think if I was, you know, out on the trail and I really did get lost, you know, this is viable. I mean, it's not the most comfortable thing that I've slept in, but it's not the worst that I've slept in either. I mean, it's camping. It feels all right. Oh man. So I just woke up. I have to pee, which is really inconvenient. Getting in and out of here is a struggle. So, but it's 11 o'clock, right around 11. Fire's out, so I got to stoke that. But yeah, I can see my breath now, and it's pretty cold out there. Check my phone, it said 33, so it's still not as cold as it's gonna get. This fire's pretty much out, but it's got a lot of smoke, which is good. You know what they say, when there's smoke there's fire. So Hey, we got flame. All right. All right, so I got the fire going back inside my cubby and feeling pretty good again. But yeah, when that fire goes out, it gets cold quick. That heat's definitely radiating in here. All right, time to go back to sleep. Let's see how long I get this time. So I was just checking the temperatures here. So the wood right here, 60 degrees on the wood. Try this one here. That one's showing, look at that. That's showing 82 on that piece of wood. Yeah, another reading, 81. So yeah, when that fire's going and it's blowing that heat in here, I mean, it gets warm and it feels really good. So, but when it goes out, it gets cold real quick. So, all right. While the fire looks good, and it looks safe, there's no logs that can roll down or out of it. Everything's laying flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. See you in probably an hour. Oh, all right. It's 12:30, and I just restarted the fire again. Let's see how long I get out of that one. Oh, my wood pile is getting so small. Oh, yeah, I can stoke the fire one more good time. Yeah, I can stoke the fire one more good time, and then I'm in trouble. Yeah, and it's 2:30 right now. So that'll be 3:30. I'll need to add wood. That'll get me to 4:30. Yeah, so I'm either gonna have to get up and find some wood, which I don't really want to break wood right now just because it's so late. I don't know. Deal with that when it comes. So I just wanted to see what we're doing for temperatures here. Kind of depends on where I'm aiming, but looks like we're getting about 29. That shows up on the screen or not. And then inside, we're getting still registering about 50. So yeah, so it's in the 20s. The fire's out, so it's getting cold, but I'm not feeling too bad still. Even in the 50-degree bag, that mylar bottom with all the pine needles, the bedding is warm. So like I feel like really comfortable. All right, well, I'm gonna blow on this fire, try and get it going, and then sleep for another hour. It's about 5:30, but the neighbor's dog was I could hear it coming through the woods, and he was chasing deer, and I could hear like the fawns calling out. Yeah, so I didn't want him coming over here and messing with me, so I had to build the fire back up. And that was the last of my wood, and we're still an hour and a half until sunlight. So I took some of my shelter, the little front entrance way. I took the sticks out and made another little pile. I figure it's better to have, some stuff that I can burn, create some light pretty quick. Just keep the dog away. I don't know that dog, so I don't know if he's friendly or not. All right, well, I'm gonna crawl back in and try and get another hour and a half of sleep. And yeah, I actually feel really good. I mean, I'm wearing a Carhartt, so I mean that definitely helps. But yeah, my legs are warm. The sleeping area is really nice. So yeah, it's a really great night out here. No complaints. I had thrown all these logs on the fire about 20 minutes ago, and they all just lit just now. Yeah, it's about 6:30. Sun's coming up. I'm gonna try and sleep while this fire's going, warm this all back up, and then I'll get up. Good morning. Dog's crazy. Big old dog right here. So the question I had to myself was, could I make shelter out of 2 mylar blankets and a ground cloth and in sub-freezing temperatures? And I could. And I did, and I survived pretty well, actually. So I got my water heating up in the coals. Just gonna make a little coffee. The coffee for 2 cups here. Put about half of it in. Spoon from the MRE. What a great morning. I haven't been in sub-freezing temperatures in a long time. Yeah, this reminds me of when I was younger, going camping with my dad. We're going hunting, just being out in the woods. The coolness in your nose, like everything feels really good. A lot of memories. All right, so all I have to do now is tear all this down, get everything put back in my little backpack, and get on out of here. Oh, and get that fire totally put out. So, but now I have confidence in my setup. I can do it and survive, and I actually slept really well. It's like one of the better night's sleep I've had, besides getting up every hour to tend to the fire, but it was all part of the experience. So, but I wasn't cold, I wasn't shivering. My face and my hands did get a little bit cold. Nothing crazy. But all right, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. And I want to give a special thanks to my sister Kristen and my brother-in-law Tim for letting me come out here and putting their property to use. They got 20-something acres out here, and I'm the first person to come out here and camp on it. So felt pretty special about being able to do that. So thanks again. Bye.